Good morning, students. Today is 11th August 2020. I am going to take an English class for you. Standard 12th poem, All the World's a Stage. This poem is written by William Shakespeare. See here, yesterday itself I have explained the first stanza, second stanza also. Once again, to recall, listen it carefully. The poet considers the world a stage, and the men and women are the actors on the stage of life. It is set by the ultimate creator God. We are mere puppets out to act our roles as directed by him. Their exits and entrances are predetermined. One man in his time plays many parts, his acts being 7 parts. So in the first stanza, see here, at first the infant mewling and puking in the nurse's arm. In the first stage, a helpless boy is just crying, throwing up and vomiting in the mother's lap. His mother nurses him all the time. Second stage, he is now a schoolboy. He begins to go to school with his school bag. He is reluctant to go there. He moves like a snail, unaware of the blessings he is attributed with. He is afraid of what the world holds in store for him. Third stage is a lover who sings woeful ballads. Woeful means unhappy songs for his beloved. He would do anything to please his beloved. Now see here on your screen the fourth stage of a human being. I'll read the poetic lines. Listen here. Then the soldiers, full of strange oaths and bearded like the bird, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation even in the cannon's mouth. See the poetic lines there? There are some words. You can underline that. Oath is there, O-A-T-H-S. What does it mean? Promises. Bird means what? A large cat such as leopard. Bubble. Have you all seen bubbles in water? It's empty. Reputation, honor. Cannon means a large gun. Now see here, this is the fourth stage of a man. Now he becomes a soldier. He is very aggressive. He is act as a soldier. He arrives quickly. Here he seeks fame. Fame means what? Reputation. Though it is temporary and short-lived. Why it is said temporary and short-lived? See there? There's a word, bubble, reputation. Bubble lives for a short period only. So his fame, everything, it is temporary and short-lived. But even though he knows he is going to live in the world for few years or few days, he doesn't know the time also, still being a soldier, he takes risk in his life. He is ready. He is like an aggressive. See here, there's one word. He takes promises to safeguard his country from anything, from any harm. He doesn't want his country to be harmed, whether he loses his life or not. See here, he is a soldier now. Here he seeks fame, though it is temporary and short-lived. He endangers his life for it, but it is nothing more than a bubble. Here again I'll tell, a bubble is empty. So here by seeking bubble reputation, it is understood as short-lived glory. Now see the next stage, fifth stage. And then the justice, in fair round belly, with good corpulent, with eyes severe and beard of formal cut, full of wise saws and modern instances, and so he plays his part. I read the poetic lines again. And then the justice, in fair round belly, with good corpulent, with eyes severe and beard of former cut, full of wise saying, saws and modern instances, and so he plays his part. Now fifth role of the human being. The fifth stage shows that he is a middle-aged man. He has a round belly. He becomes a judge with maturity and wisdom. He is fair and healthy with full of wisdom. He cites modern instances with severe eyes and beard of formal cut. See here once again, see there's one word, saws, S-A-W-S, saws. It means what? Sayings. It means saying. Now see here, you can say like this, you can learn like this also. The fifth stage shows that with maturity and wisdom, the family man becomes a judge. He is fairly healthy and full of wisdom. His look is authoritative and advises people. So see, you can take an example. Here see, you can see your father. See how matured he is. How mature person he is. He takes in charge of all the things in his house. See, he takes care of his wife. He takes care of his children. This shows he is a good justice. He is a good judge with maturity and wisdom. He knows the present condition. He uses modern instances. He says and gives many advices to his children, to his family members. So this is the fifth role of a man. Fifth role is a middle-aged man. He has a round belly. He becomes a judge with maturity and wisdom. He is fair and healthy with full of wisdom. He cites. What he cites? He cites modern instances with severe eyes and beard of formal cut. Now see the sixth stage. I read the line. The sixth age shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloons with spectacles on nose and pouch on side, his youthful horse well saved, a world too wide for his shrunk shank, and his big manly voice turning again toward childish treble pipes and whistles in his sound. See here, read the poetic lines again. The sixth age shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloon with spectacles on nose and pouch on side, his youthful horse well saved, a world too wide for his shrunk shank, and his big manly voice turning again toward childish treble pipes and whistles in his sound. See here, this is the sixth stage of man. In the sixth stage, man becomes very weak. See here, the sixth age shifts. Now he is shifting to the sixth age into lean and slippered pantaloons. See, his costumes, his dress, the way of dressing also will change. Everything will change. See here, first he had a formal cut, beard cut. He was looking with round belly. Now see here, now he has changed into lean and slippered pantaloon. What is the meaning of pantaloon? It's a long trousers with very wide legs gathered at the ankles. See what is a pantaloon? Pantaloons means long trousers with very wide legs gathered at the ankles. What is the meaning of lean? Thin. See, you can see your father or your grandfather when he was young, he was very smart, he was wearing jeans, pant, this and that. But as he grows older and older, the way of dressing will also change. See here, in the sixth stage, man becomes very weak, very weak. And now what he has become weak also. And what type of dress he is wearing? He is wearing a long trouser with very wide legs gathered at the ankles, with spectacles on nose. Now see where he is putting his spectacles, on his nose. Now like slightly he is losing his vision also. He is not able to read now, so he is using spectacles. Now where is wearing his spectacles? On his nose. See here, with spectacles on nose and pouch on side. What is the meaning of pouch? A small bag for carrying money. When he was young, he had a wallet, he had a purse in his pocket. Now what he had? He had just a small bag for carrying money. You can see old ladies, old grandma, they will having a small pouch made of cloth in their side. They will keep in their side. They keep in the hand also. See, in the sixth stage, man becomes very weak. He keeps a pouch with him. The way of dressing is also changed. Then he wears what he wears? He wears spectacles on his nose. His youthful horse, well saved and a worldwide too wide. Now see here, his legs have shrunken. What is the meaning of horse? H-O-S-E. Horse means tights, or you can say thin trousers that men wore in Shakespearean's time. See here, it's a thin trousers that men wore in Shakespearean's time. So horse means here, his youthful horse, well saved, a world too wide. World too wide means what? World too wide means much too big. Much too big. For his shrunk shank. What is the meaning of shank? Narrow legs. Narrow legs. And his big manly voice. When he was man, his voice was very high pitched, very clear, very sound. Now see what happened. Now everything has shrunk. For his shrunk shank, his legs also shrank, his voice also shrank. Now see here, for his shrunk shank and his big manly voice, turning again towards childish treble. What is the meaning of treble? Treble means high pitched sound. High pitched sound. Now it's everything is shrinking. Everything is started shrinking. Now he is turning towards which side? Towards child. Now he is slowly becoming a child now. First he was child only. First stage came, second came, third, fourth, fifth, now sixth. Now he is slowly becoming, turning towards who? Which place? Towards which water? Towards a child. See here, how can we judge how he is becoming a child? He has become lean. He is wearing a loose pantaloons. He is carrying a pouch on his side, wearing spectacles on his nose. His voice, manly voice, has now reduced. It has become low. Pipe. What is the pipe here refers? High sound. Now first he was speaking very loudly. Now he is not able to speak so loudly like when he was young. And whistles in his sound. See, only air is coming from his sound. Whistle, only air is coming from his mouth. So here in the sixth stage, man becomes very weak. He keeps a pouch with him. He wears warm horses. His legs have shrunk. His big manly voice trembles as he talks. His voice is not clear as he had lost his teeth. So there is no teeth. So automatically the air comes from his mouth and everything is what? Not clear. Now see the last scene. Last scene of all that ends the strange eventful history is second childishness and mere oblivion, sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything. See here, this is the last stage of man. In the last stage, the condition of the man becomes very miserable. He has become very, very weak. Now he has grown very old too. He has no one, he has no relation, he has lost all. He is without teeth. Sans means what? Without. Sans means what? S-A-N-S. Without teeth, without eyes, without taste, and without anyone, and without everything. So here in the last stage, the condition of the man becomes very miserable. What is the condition of the last stage of the man? He is very miserable. Now he has grown very old and weak. He has no relation. He has lost all. He is without teeth, without vision, without taste, and everything. This stage is called the second childishness. There is one word, oblivion. What does it mean? It means forgetfulness. He can't remember anything. Now he has become old. So he has lost his memory also. He has lost his teeth. Not so much memory, but something he can't remember. He can't keep it in mind. So he has lost his memory also, his teeth also, eyes, taste, and everything. This stage is called the second childishness. Thank you, children.